Hi there. In this video, I'd like to introduce a localization feature in Document 360 that enables you to build a multilingual knowledge base with ease. Let's say you're a multinational company with customers across the globe. Having a knowledge base for your product or service is great, but your users may prefer to read your articles in their native language rather than English. One of the biggest challenges we faced while building this functionality is delivering a seamless UI and UX design so that it's not confusing or overwhelming for editors and translators to get the job done. Localization is a tightly integrated feature which can be found in many places throughout Document 360. Let's jump into Document 360 and look at the different ways you can build a multilingual knowledge base quickly. Right now, we're in the editor section, and if we look at our public-facing knowledge base, users will see the standard English version. Going back to Document 360, under Settings, let's go to Localization and Versions. Click on Edit, and we simply need to add new language, and you'll see a list of languages to choose from. For this example, let's select Spanish and Italian. Next, click Update, and let's go back to our editor. Now we can see Spanish and Italian available in the drop-down. Let's select Spanish. You'll notice that there is a small yellow circle and a globe icon next to the article names. This indicates to us that the English version of this article requires translation to Spanish. We can also see a notification on the top right showing us a number of articles that require translation in this project for this language. Now there are several ways you can go about translating your content. One method is having an in-house translator who does the translation manually for each article. However, this may not be a feasible option for you. So another way is to use Google Translate, which does a decent job. This would require us to manually copy our content into Google Translate, select the language we want, and paste the result back into our editor. Now if we publish our article and look at the small globe icon, it would have turned green, indicating that the Spanish version of this article is now available. We can also mark this as translated to indicate to anyone else working on the project that someone has manually translated this article. Now if we refresh our public-facing page, the Spanish version of the article will also be available. In case a user opts for a translation that is currently unavailable, they'll see a fallback message like this one. If you do not have an in-house translator or don't want to use Google Translate, you still have a couple of other options. Document 360 has built-in machine translation using artificial intelligence, which does the job at the click of a button. All we need to do is select the article that requires translation, click on the Need Translation button, and select Machine Translation. The AI-powered translation engine hooked up to the back end will run the translation and display the result right in the editor. Document 360 provides 1 million characters free for enterprise-tier customers, and more can be purchased if needed. Once we publish the article, we'll see the globe icon has changed to green, and the number of articles in the top right notification has also come down by 2. If you have a lot of articles in your documentation, converting them one by one can be time-consuming. Document 360 addresses this pain point by giving its users a way to translate any number of articles at one go. Let's click on Bulk Operations. And here we see the number of articles that require translation. We'll select a number of articles from this list and let the machine translation do its magic. This is a great example of what I meant by making the experience as seamless and easy as possible. Now let's look at the settings side of things. Remember that anywhere you see a small globe icon like this, it indicates that it has localization options available. Right now, if we look at a public-facing page, we still see that some of the items, like pricing and resources in the header navigation, are still in English, even after we selected Spanish as the version. We'll need to go into the Design and Navigation section under Settings, and under Header Navigation, we can manually input the corresponding Spanish terms. Once we update it here, we see that the public-facing side reflects this as well. If we go to Localization and Versions, under Localization Variables, you will find all the system variables that can also be changed. Document 360 does automatic translation on these for all supported languages, but you're always free to come in and edit them if needed. Under the Machine Translation tab, you can get details on the number of remaining characters in your account. Sometimes, you may want to hide a certain language from your public-facing site. This may be necessary if you're currently working on a specific language and don't want users to view them yet. There is also support for right-to-left reading for languages like Arabic. Document 360 has built an integration with Crowdin, a cloud-based localization management platform that helps you automate the translation process using different methods. Once you configure your Document 360 project with the Crowdin platform, you can invite your own translators, hire an agency, use machine translation engines, or even a combination of these to get your content translated. This flexibility creates an effective collaboration space with in-house human translators, agencies, and machine translation at the same time. Crowdin offers a platform that can considerably reduce manual and repetitive processes and is one of the main reasons why Document 360 users should consider using this integration. I hope you are able to gain an understanding of how Document 360 has made creating multilingual knowledge bases easier than ever. Localization is integrated carefully within the UI and UX design to make the whole process as seamless and smooth as possible. And regardless of the size of your company, you can really stand out in your customers' eyes when you speak their language. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out more videos in the tutorial section.